Hello YouTube, it's Hein here with Hobbies Man once again, and today we're going to be doing another first impressions review for the new Shonen Jump manga that just came out last weekend. This one is called Ginka Gluna, and the artist or slash author, the mangaka, is Shinpei Watanabe. Now, I don't know anything about this mangaka. Their art doesn't seem familiar, their story structure doesn't seem familiar, nothing about this seems familiar, so I don't know anything about this author. Maybe he's well known, maybe he isn't, I'm not sure, I have no idea. But the story here was vaguely interesting. It kind of feels like Frozen-esque, but with a, like, if Frozen was a Shonen Jump series, this is what I would think it would be like. But it's not really true. That's not really what it's about. So the story is basically that there's this young child. She lives in the mountain alone because her parents lived there with her and they died. Kind of has a similar beginning vibe to Your Eternity in that sense. And she's by herself. And one day she sees a snowman that she probably built herself outside of her house, and she puts her hat on it. And somehow her putting her hat on it turns it into a person of some sort. And it's actually because some wizard inhabited the body of this snowman, and when she put her hat on it, she awakened the being due to her kindness or something. I'm not exactly sure. I didn't really understand that because it was framed one way and then explained a different way. I didn't really seem to pay enough attention about it and to it, and even though I read it twice. And she finds a snowman alive in her shed, eating her snow bananas that she tried very hard to get. It turns out that this snowman is actually a wizard. Like I said, it's a wizard's soul inhabiting a snow body. And it turns out that this girl wanted to become a wizard. She's been studying magic for a long time, based on a book she has, but she has never actually managed to create magic. And then this wizard teaches her, right? And we get a giant time skip, which is annoying. I would really like to see this character learn to use magic. The time skip leads to her growing up about 5 to 6 years, or at least that's kind of what it looks like. The problem is that, you know, they draw like up to 8 years old, like a little child, and then 12 and up is like an adult, and it's very confusing, right? But she seems to have grown up. She is now a teenager, and she's about to set out into adventure, and her mentor, the snowman, can't go with her because he can only inhabit the icy mountain where the snow that he collected exists. And so she uses magic to give him the ability to travel outside of the mountain, which seems weird because he is a boss level wizard. Like he told us, he was fighting this other evil wizard, and they were having a giant battle, and then he managed to escape. Like, he should have the ability to do this by himself. Somehow he didn't come up with this, and the girl did it for him, and I don't know, it didn't really seem all that good. Like, the setup of the story was interesting. I was quite happy to see this sort of like jump style version of Witch Hand Atelier or something like that, and it just didn't end up being anything like that. We didn't get to see any of the magic occurrences, right? Which is one of the things I actually kind of dislike about modern Jump, is that it gives you a premise, it skips to when that premise is interesting instead of making the you know, skill acquisition part of the story. And I think it's kind of good because it makes the story go fast, but it's also not great because it doesn't allow you to get to know the character. And of course, I am saying this, and it also can be that next chapter she starts learning to do something new. I definitely understand that, you know, sentiment, but this introduction didn't teach us anything about the character. It didn't hook me. It didn't make me care about either of these characters. I don't care about the snowman. I don't care about the girl, and I even can't tell which name is for who. Which one is Ginka and which one is Gluna. I have no clue. And I found that the art style was okay. I didn't hate it, but I didn't really like it. The snowman looked great. The girl didn't look that good. And like I said, it was generally like enjoyable. Like I wouldn't say no to reading it again, but it's not something that made me interested in continuing to read it. It didn't hook me. It didn't interest me. It didn't cause me any strong emotions. Right? Like Red Hood was captivating from the very beginning. I really enjoyed Earthchild from the very beginning. Like there's a lot of good stuff that has been axed. And the new stuff that's coming out doesn't really seem to be interesting. Like Tokyo Demon Bride story was confused about what it wanted to be, and this one is sure what it wants to be, but it's not making me care about what it wants to tell me, and I'm kind of disappointed by this. Like, it's two very mid hits. Like it hasn't really done anything. Like either of the two stories that have come out the last 2 weeks. So I don't know. I might read more of this. I might not. I don't know. I think the premise is interesting, but the fact that she leaves the mountain immediately bothers me. Like, there's nothing special about this place. Why would you even start it here? Just start it in a forest and then have her journey through the forest as part of her training. Like, I don't know. It is what it is. I don't really have a problem with it. I just didn't really care about it either. And that's all I can say about this story. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know your thought. And thank you guys very much for watching. See you guys later.